Doma, welcome back to my channel, guys. Before I start working on the Toyota, please help me subscribe to my channel, click that bell notification so every time I have a new video you guys will be updated. But I'm working on a 2012 Toyota Yaris. So right now the problem is the customer complaint is he changed out the battery and it's still dying, and when I checked it, the alternator is bad. He replaced the battery yesterday, but it's still weak. But I'm gonna show you. So right now the car still start, but it just doesn't charge. So I'm gonna show you. So he got the battery from O'Reilly. You can see the battery is brand new. He replaced it yesterday. I'm gonna check the battery again. I'm gonna check the battery and the alternator. So 12 volt battery, code cranking amp. This one code cranking amp is 520, it says right there. So I'm gonna press test. Now you can see it says the battery state of health. This is the battery right here, state of health 100%. The state of charging is 78%. Even though it says 78%, great, but I'm gonna check the charging system. I'm gonna start the car now. I'm gonna use my voltmeter. I'm gonna test the alternator charging system manually. So I'm using the voltmeter here. I got my negative lead on the negative terminal. Now you can see, so right now it says 13.3. Well, look what happened when I turn on load. So this is without load. Without load means no AC, no headlight on, nothing. So now I'm gonna go turn on the headlight on. I'm gonna turn the AC on, turn it to 2 or 3. There you go. So with no load, it says 13.3, saying that the alternator is still good. But look, when I checked it again, it's only charging at 12.4. So that's a bad alternator with load. So it's under charging right now, and I can go straight to the alternator wire. I'm gonna touch it. There you go. It says 13.3 right there. I'm going straight to the positive of the alternator. So I press it on the terminal right there. It says 12.3. So that's an undercharged alternator. Remove the alternator. I took out the negative terminal on the battery. For the alternator connector, you're gonna press on this tab on the side right here. Press on this, pull, and then for the cover, just pry it out. And then the alternator cable, it's a 10 millimeter. There you go. Take the cable out. There you go. Put this aside. And then for the alternator belt, you're gonna loosen out this 12 millimeter right here. And then you're gonna loosen out the 14 down here of the bottom of the alternator. So once you take out this bolt and this bolt, you can move it back and then take out the belt. Now I have to take out this bracket too. So the bracket sits right here, another 12 millimeter nut. And then once you remove the bottom 14 right here, it's still gonna hit the bracket right here. What I did is I took out the 10 millimeter on the bracket. So I'm gonna move the bracket to the side and then take out the bolt. It's kind of hard to do this with one hand. There you go. Take out the 14 and then you can move it. Let me take out the bolt. I mean the belt. Ooh, it's hot. There you go. Slide out the belt. Once you slide out the belt, you can use your pry bar. Pry out the alternator. There you go. Dang, this thing is hot. Should have waited till it cools down a little bit. So I'm gonna work my way out to get the alternator out. Now I got my old alternator out. You can see it's still original. It says Toyota Denso. That's the part number. This one, I bought a reman one. You can buy one at O'Reilly or AutoZone. It's gonna cost you around $220 for the remanufactured, and if you want a new one, it's gonna cost you $300. Everything is exactly the same. The pulley is the same. The connector is the same, everything the same. Now since you're here, check out the alternator connector. Make sure the inside is not corroded, bent pin. Check the back, make sure the wire is not broken or damaged or ripped. If it's good, you're gonna put the bracket, this one here, you're gonna take out that tiny bolt right there. You might have to take out this cover here to take out that bracket, and then swap it over to this one. For the bracket here, you can see I took it out from the old one and I transferred it to the new one. I have to take all the bolt cover here, the alternator cap, take them all out, and then swap it over and then put everything back. Now I got the bottom 14mm bolt in for the alternator. I did not tighten it yet. I put the 10mm bracket bolt back in. You can see I did not tighten the bottom yet. I'm gonna tighten it once I get the belt completely on, and then I can adjust the belt to the right amount of tension, and then I can tighten the 14mm. I got the belt in, so for you to adjust the belt, make sure it's not too loose, not too tight. I use my pry bar here to adjust it. You can see, so right now it's still moving, but I'm gonna get it to where it's kind of tight on the belt. If it's loose, it's gonna make no squeaking noise, so I'm gonna push it like that, and then I'm gonna tighten it. I'm gonna hold it where it's tight. Later, if I turn on the car, if it's still squeaking, then I need to get it more tension. So I think this should be okay. So I'm gonna tighten my 12mm, and then I'm gonna tighten my 14mm at the bottom. So this is tight. Now I'm gonna tighten the 14mm. Right now I got the alternator back, the connector back. I'm gonna leave this out. I'm gonna check it with the voltmeter again. I reconnected my negative terminal on the battery. Now I'm just gonna start the car. There you go. Yeah, the belt's kind of squeaking. You can hear. I might have to adjust it. Oh, the noise went away. So I might have to adjust it a little bit more tighter. So either tighter or a little bit less loose, a little bit loose, so it have the right amount of tension so the belt don't make noise. I'm gonna let it idle for about 10 minutes. I'm gonna check the battery and the charging system again. So the car been idling for 10 minutes. I'm gonna check the battery again, the charging system again, 12 volt battery, code cranking amp. This one's 520, again 520 right there on the battery. Testing. There you go. It says state of health 100% for the battery, state of charging. So the alternator is remanned, but it's still in good condition. So it's 100%. And then now I'm gonna show you. So I'm gonna turn off the car. So there's no more squeaking. I adjust the belt already, so there you go. So right now I have no load on. Okay, so this is off, the headlights is off, the AC is off. I'm gonna show you the alternator. Earlier it was charging at 13.3 with no load, 13.3, and with load, turning on the headlight and the AC with the old alternator is under charging. So right now with no load, I have my negative lead, my positive lead touching it. It's charging at 14.1. Really good. I'm gonna touch it at the alternator. I have to touch it. There you go. It's charging at 14.1, so it's good. I'm gonna show you with load. So I'm gonna turn on the headlight and the AC. So headlight on, AC on. Now with load, with the new reman, the alternator is still charging at 13.8. There you go. Better than before. Before it's 12.4, so it's under charging. So anything with bad alternator, anything under 13.2, consider as going bad, under charging. Anything under 13.2, 13.3, 13.2, under that is under charging. Now with load, with the headlight on, it's charging at 13.8. So this is good. I'm gonna check it at the alternator. I gotta touch it, I'm too shaky. There you go, 13.9. So anything from 13.3 and up to close to 15, that's a good charging system, good charging alternator. But that is it to this video, guys. So if you guys are new to my channel, please help me subscribe. If you guys have any question, comment down below. Ask me anything you want to ask me. I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. But I see y'all in the next video. Yo, I'm out. Peace.